recommend the CV axle be replaced. I mean, I'd just rather do it right. Okay, let's see what it looks like. This light turned on. So I'm gonna recommend the CV axle be replaced. See, she denies it or accepts it. But I'm gonna work on getting this axle out, because without that axle being out, I'm gonna be able to pull that starter out. It's not a headache, not a big deal to me. So should get 32 here. Get this nut off. Be a 19 down at the bottom to get the lower ball joint out. 17s on the side here. And I should just be able to knock the side of the lower joint there and pull it out. I don't know how much was recorded on there, but it was a 19 at the bottom here to get this lower ball joint out. Landmines right there. 17s to get the lower fork, like any other Honda. I should have cleaned all this stuff. Look, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so got that out. Work on getting this axle nut out. I was wrong, it's 36. I was thinking about. I had to put the bolt back in the lower fork there. Strut. There we go. It was lost, but it had some focusing problems because of the lighting. So, alright, got the lower ball joint off, got the axle nut off. It was a 36mm, 17s to get the lower fork off. I'm about to loosen the unlock the steering wheel, knock the side of the lower control arm, and release the ball joint. Here, go to town. Nope. Now we can take this fork out. We're good. Separate it. There we go. axle. Got access to the axle. Got this shit right there. What I do is one-handed. So I'm gonna take the CVA axle out here. Hope I don't get doused in fluid. I can't remember the fluid coming out last time I did this. Let me get this shit down here. Hopefully I got it up with the view of it. Oh shit. Breaking stuff. It's not a good idea. Oh shit, right there. There we go. Oh man, we all make mistakes, right? I don't think any fluid's gonna come out. At least I don't remember any. We're gonna find out. You know what? Let me get something before I regret it. Oh no. Let me see. Let's see if it's gonna work out. Alright, let's pull the axle all the way out. Right there. So now we got, better access to the starter up here. Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect the battery, of course, so we don't have any type of electrical issues. And I guess we can work on getting the starter pulled all the way out. This is supposed to be a 3.5 hour job, and I'm already less than 30 minutes into it. But then again, you know, I'm a professional, right? Anyway, let's let me find the tools I need, and so I can get this starter out, and I'll update shortly. Let's see, hopefully this will work out. So the most challenging one is, of course, this one at the top here, right there. So that's a 14 millimeter. You get that out, and come around to the bottom and get the easy one, 14, right there. So I'm gonna get them loose. I'm going to detach the battery now, so I don't cause any ruckus with the electrical system, and proceed to get this joker out. And the valve covers are leaking on here. It's very common. Alright, well, let's carry on with the repair. So I got the starters here matched up. That's why you should compare your starters and make sure everything's right on them. What I'm going to do is you have to put an adapter on here. So I'm going to take this off, put the adapter on there so it'll be exactly the same. More than likely I'm just going to take this off from here and just put it on here. I mean, this is not even straight anyway. So, I mean, there's probably something on here, but it looked like it done broke off. Swap these out. Lighting right, because it was crazy. So I got the positive side connection swap from the old one to the new one. I'm going to do the solenoid wire, the activating wire here. So like I might have to swap this stud here, which I'm going to do. Like an 8 millimeter. never came off. Swap that. Make sure I got it right. So take that off. 17. Ask me the torque specs, because I don't know, man. I'll tell you. It's old. Both of them on, huh? Tore into it. I hope the damn thing worked now. Shit. Just my luck. The bad thing is I didn't even get the star tested before I even bought it. Alright, let's get everything installed in reverse order. Right. 12. I grabbed a half inch, and it still works anyway. So I got the starter back in. My device ran out of memory, cleared some space, but the bracket wouldn't go back in there well, so I didn't make it work or anything. I didn't feel comfortable with the way I had it. Maybe I had it in wrong, but I didn't feel comfortable putting it back in there. As long as the hot wire is not rested up against any metal, and the exhaust is fine. It's still back in that same orientation. So technically, the brake should have went back in there. I'm not perfect, people. The tool I use is this here extension, and I was able to so 14 millimeter, got a wobble extension, like a stub, like a 2-inch reducer to a swivel, half-inch, and about a foot extension and another 4-inch extension. I assume somewhere around about that. And I just use my impact, so it worked out perfectly fine. I can zoom out and zoom back in, and with no issues. I'm about to go start it up now, make sure the starter works before I put anything else on, and I'm gonna go run and get the new CV axle, get that installed. But mainly with this job, it's supposed to be 3.5 hours if I recall properly. I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm gonna look it up. I'll put it up here. But the main thing is just removing the CV axle to get out of here. You got 2 bolts on the end over there, and just some basic connections for the starter. I'm not gonna say it's difficult because I mean it's relative, but it's easy to me. Just had some issues putting that joker back on. Other than that, let's see if it works. Put the battery together. Oh wow. So, what is up with this? It's a little tight down there. Somebody already been through this thing. Oh wow. This is life, man. Negative terminal. Somebody already been through here, and I'll show you how and why and the quality of people that have been through here. There's a hot wire, straight wire, ran from the fan system. Right there, that blue wire, straight to the fans. Yeah, so where's this going? Look at that. Loose cut wires. I don't know where that's going, but we got some straight wire ran from here. And there it goes right there. It's just loose hanging. Yeah, that went to the fan. I wish people would stop doing that. It's so annoying. So I'm gonna get this ground wire put back in there. I'm just gonna let it rest right there while I was trying to start it up. Oh boy. Yep. Pumping over now. Alright. I'm gonna go get the CV axle and finish the install and get this battery terminal fixed and ship it on out the window. I meant the door, sorry. Alright. New axle here, high quality, import direct, right? Put grease on the threads here, so we gotta worry about putting the dry axle in there. I forgot brake cleaner, right? Run back out to the store and get some. Clean this up. Use the axle as a sledgehammer. Slide it up. thought about putting anti-seize on the bottom of the threads here, but they're fine. Don't worry about it. Oh boy. Get it started. I was really interrupted by my memory again. Axle started like so. Get my ball joint pushed in. There we go. Fall right on in place. Now I can get my lower fork, get that bolt installed. Straight there. Wrench and impact gun. Pin in there. 19. Alright, first time, how about that? Almost. Cool, we're good on that. Make sure the shield isn't pried up against the rotor so we don't have any noise while driving. This happens. Clearance, that's fine. Knock this down in place. Oh boy. Yeah. Better days, right? Alright. Put the tire on and good to go.